solid. Following his capture by Sniper Wolf and torture at the hands of Revolver Ocelot, Snake finds himself trapped in a prison cell under the watchful eye of a guard. Naturally, the first thing we have to do now is use our codec to contact our support team and see what they have to say.
Snake, are you okay?
I've been better.
How's Meryl?
They've got her.
Damn. Snake, the government has decided not to give in to their demands. We're trying to buy some more time.
Come on, Colonel. Why don't you stop playing dumb? I'm sorry about Meryl, but I want the lies to end now.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear was designed to launch a new type of nuclear warhead, wasn't it? You knew it all along, didn't you? Why did you try to hide it?
I'm sorry.
Can't tell the grunts, huh? You've changed a lot. Metal Gear, secret advanced nuclear weapons research. Does the White House know about this? How deep does it go?
As far as I know, as of yesterday, the president had not been briefed about the Rex project.
Need-to-know basis, is that the idea?
These are sensitive times. Even subcritical nuclear tests are causing quite a stir.
Plausible deniability, huh?
Yes. And tomorrow, the president and his Russian counterpart are scheduled to sign the START 3 Accord.
I get it. That's the reason for the deadline.
That's right, Snake. And that's why we can't let this terrorist attack go public.
We still haven't even ratified START 2 or dealt with the issue of TMDs. This has to do with the president's reputation and America's place as the dominant superpower.
So patriotism is your excuse for circumventing the Constitution?
Please, Snake, just stop them.
Why should I?
Because you're the only one who can.
In that case, tell me the truth about this new type of nuclear warhead.
I told you before, I don't know the details.
I don't believe you. If the situation is so serious, why don't you give in to their demands? Let them have Big Boss's remains.
You see...
Or is there some reason that you can't do that? Something you haven't told me about?
Publicly, the president has been very vocal in his opposition to eugenics experiments. We don't want the existence of the Genome Army to go public.
And that's the only reason? Huh. Hell with you.
I'm sorry.
The corpse of the DARPA chief is lying right here next to me.
Poor man.
But it's strange. He looks and smells like he's been dead for days. All his blood's been drained out too.
Drained?
Maybe to slow down decomposition?
I have no idea.
But the chief only died a few hours ago, right?
Right, but he's already started to decompose.
What could it all be about?
Something in his blood that they wanted?
I doubt it. Just the nanomachines in the transmitter.
Did the chief tell them his detonation code?
I'm afraid so. It looks like they've got both codes and are nearly ready to launch.
Damn. Is there any way to prevent it?
It seems that there's some type of emergency override device that can cancel out the detonation code. It's a countermeasure that Arms Tech installed secretly. You have to unlock it with 3 special card keys.
And where are those keys?
I've got one of them. I don't know where the other 2 are. Besides, I'm locked up here.
We've got no choice. Forget about the keys. Your top priority now is to destroy Metal Gear itself. I'm sorry to have to lay it all in your lap, but you're all I've got. Bust out of there and get to the communications tower. Also...
What?
I know it's asking a lot.
Meryl, right?
Yeah.
I'll save her.
Thanks. Snake, don't worry. You'll have a chance to escape. Hang on.
Normally, when a soldier is taken prisoner, he should only give up the big 4. That's name, rank, serial number, and date of birth. But you're not any old soldier, Snake. I don't want you to tell them anything. Fortunately, you're strong enough to resist.
Otacon, are you still okay?
Yeah,
Thanks to the stealth camouflage, that is.
I have a favor to ask. I need your help.
I was wondering when you'd ask. What should I do?
I've been captured. I'm locked up here in this cell.
What cell?
There's a big torture machine nearby.
Okay, I know it. It's close. I'll be there right away.
Thanks.
Damn, I caught a cold. That witch. She took my clothes. Shut up! Shut up in there, will ya? What the hell are you doing?
We have no choice but to wait for our good pal Otacon to bust us out, so we might as well have some fun. Eventually, if memory serves, the guard will have to go to the bathroom, but he's taking an awful long time.
Shut up! Shut up!
Unfortunately, before Otacon gets the chance to save us, Ocelot gets a bit of a torturous urge again.
Snake, it's showtime. Ocelot wants you.
Okay, I'll tell you once more. Press the circle button repeatedly to regain your strength. When you've had enough, press the select button to submit. When your life reaches 0, the game is over. There are no continues, my friend. I fought wars in Afghanistan, Mozambique, Eritrea, and Chad. Among the Mujahideen guerrillas, I was known and feared as Shalashaska. I was trained by the Russian GRU. I am not like one of those KGB slugs. To me, this isn't torture. It's a sport.
You're all just a bunch of sadists.
Don't confuse me with those uniformed fools. Well, shall we begin? Okay, here we go. How did you like that? Shall we go again?
It's been years since I played this torture scene last, and I honestly forgot how brutal it can get, especially towards the end. My wrists actually ached for a little bit after the fact, but maybe I just haven't had to mash in a video game since then as much.
Had enough yet? We're not finished yet. You still okay? Want me to go on? Can you take one more? You're a strong man. Well, that's enough for now, I think. We live in a sad age. Imperialism, totalitarianism, perestroika. 20th century Russia has had its share of problems, but at least they had an ideology. Russia today has nothing.
They're struggling between freedom and order,
And with that struggle, a new spirit of nationalism has been born.
The boss has a close friend high up in the Russian government. He's currently the head of Spetsnaz. He's agreed to purchase this new nuclear weapons system. The Hind was just a down payment.
So you're in this for money?
I don't need money. I want Russia to be reborn, to lead a brave new world order.
Snake, are you okay? I feel so scared for you. It must be horrible.
I've been through a lot worse, believe me.
Wow, you really are a hero. It's a good thing the codec is connected directly to your inner ear. You can contact us anytime. It's always nice to hear that you're all right. Why don't you contact the Colonel? If anyone can think of a way out, it's him. Please, Snake, don't give up.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah. Nothing new to report.
Snake, is there anything I can do?
Yeah. My arm hurts.
Poor Snake. I'll increase the level of painkillers in your blood.
Okay, but you can leave out the Benzedrine. That stuff makes me too frisky.
I guess you're not feeling too bad after all. Snake, put the controller up against your arm.
What?
Don't worry, it'll feel good.
Huh?
Okay, here I go. How does that feel, Snake? A little better?
How did you do that?
I stimulated your muscle fibers with the nanomachine cilia. That's about all I can do for you.
Naomi, please talk to me. Say something to take my mind off the pain.
What can I say?
Anything.
I'm not a very good talker.
Please. Tell me about yourself.
Myself? That's a tough one.
Any family?
That's not a happy topic for me.
I don't have any family. No. Wait. There was a man who said he was my father.
Where is he?
Dead. By my own hand.
Big Boss.
What? Big Boss? I had no idea.
There was no way you could. It happened in Zanzibar 6 years ago. Only Snake and I know the real truth of what happened there.
So, is it true? Was Big Boss really your father?
That's what he said. That's all I know.
And you were able to kill him, knowing that?
Yup.
How?
He wanted it. Besides, some people just need killing.
That's patricide.
Yup. That's the trauma that Mantis was talking about. The one we share in common.
Is that why you left Foxhound?
Let's just say that I needed to be alone for a while, and Alaska was the perfect place.
Snake. I didn't have a real family either. Just a big brother who put me through school. We weren't even blood related, and he was much older than me.
Where is he?
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
Snake, is there a woman in your life?
After you've been through as many wars as me, it's hard to trust anyone.
Friends?
Roy Campbell.
You're still calling me friend?
Is that it?
No. There was another. Frank Yeager.
What?
Big Boss's most trusted lieutenant, and the only member of Foxhound ever to receive the code name Fox. Gray Fox.
I learned a lot from him.
But didn't you try to kill each other?
That's true. We did, in Zanzibar. But it was nothing personal. We were just professionals on opposite sides, that's all.
And you still call yourself friends?
Hard to believe. War is no reason to end a friendship.
That's insane.
I first met him on the battlefield. He was being held a prisoner of outer heaven, but he didn't look like a prisoner to me. He was always so cool and precise. I was still green, and he showed me the ropes.
You knew him well?
No. We never talked about our personal lives. Sort of an unwritten rule. The next time I saw him on the battlefield, we were enemies. We were fighting barehanded in a minefield. I know it sounds strange to most people, but we were just two soldiers doing our jobs. It's like a sport.
Men and their games. You're like wild animals.
You're right. We are animals.
So if you were friends, then how do you explain the ninja's behavior?
I don't know.
It's your genes. They make you predisposed towards violence.
You really like talking about genes, Naomi. Why did you get into genetic research anyway?
I never knew who my parents were, or even what they looked like. I guess I got into genetics because I wanted to figure out why I am the way I am.
So you studied about DNA?
Yeah. I thought if I studied my genetic structure, I'd find out who I really was. I thought that by analyzing a person's genetic information, I could retrieve the blank spots in that person's memory.
Memory is stored in DNA?
We're not sure, but we know that a person's genetic fate is determined just by the sequence of the 4 bases in their DNA.
So what about my fate? You know my DNA sequence, don't you?
Your fate? I'm sorry, I have no idea.
Of course not. You're a scientist, not a fortune teller.
The guard is only human. He has to sleep and go to the bathroom like the rest of us. That'll be your chance.
Otacon.
I'm headed your way now. Can't you just relax?
I am relaxed. I just don't know how to kill time here.
Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can.
Why don't you contact the Colonel? If anyone... Please, Nick, don't give up.
That put the controller up against your arm thing is definitely one of the more interesting uses of the DualShock that I've seen. That codec conversation is one of my favorites too, where Snake, Naomi, and Campbell talk about the events of Metal Gear 2, where Big Boss was killed at the hands of Snake.
Oh, my stomach! Oh, damn it!
There it is. And there he is.
Hey, I'm here.
Where?
It's me.
Otacon.
Wow, they even capture you.
Hurry, get me out of here.
Let me go. That hurts.
Hurry up!
Is that how you ask a guy a favor? Let me go. Jeez, it's like an animal's cage. Oh, what a smell.
Because of him.
Yeah, it's the DERPA chief.
You don't hurry up and get me out of here, I'll be laying next to him.
Those bastards. This lock won't open with a security card. You need a key like the soldiers carry.
So what are you doing here then?
I thought you might be hungry. If you need more food, I can bring some more later. Also, I got you this level 6 card. It'll get you out of that torture room. Here, take this too.
What's this?
It's a handkerchief. I got it from Sniper Wolf.
Why?
I don't know why, but she's nice to me.
Sounds like Stockholm Syndrome to me.
I was taking care of the dogs here. After the terrorists took over, they were planning to shoot all the dogs. But Sniper Wolf stopped them. She even let me feed them when I asked. She likes dogs. She must be a good person. Please don't hurt her.
Wake up, you idiot. She's the one who shot Meryl.
Well, I can do.
They're planning to launch a nuke. I've got to stop them.
Then you have to get past the communications tower.
First, you have to get me out of here.
Come on, I'm trying my best.
That guard's got the key. You'll have to take him out.
Give me a break. I'm no soldier. I can't take anybody out.
You have to.
I'll be killed. Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
Wait.
Otacon may come off as a bit frustrating in that scene, but he's given us all that we need to get out of here. This is my personal favorite method, but there are actually quite a few different ways to escape. There's the catch-up as the first and easiest option. The second is hiding under the bed while the guard's in the bathroom to make him think that Snake's mysteriously disappeared. And the third is a more surprising option where, if you mess up both the bed and catch-up attempts, you'll have to do the torture sequence a third time, and then the cyborg ninja will break open your door and silently run off. He'll be fine. I've seen him in a later game in the series. In the torture room, our first priority is to pick up our belongings and get suited up again, but a surprise is waiting for us. Included among our old stuff is a timer bomb, a last gift from Ocelot, I guess. If the player finds this item, the game is kind enough to tell you how to throw it away. I think it reuses the model and animation for C4.
That was a close one, Snake.
Ocelot, you'll pay for that.
Now that you've got your stuff back, you should take a good look through it. If you're slow equipping an item in battle, it could mean death.
So, you figured out what I had in mind, huh?
I can't believe it actually worked.
You caught Snake? Good luck, Snake.
Pretty nice bathroom, all things considered. I mean, nice and spacious. I kind of wasted the chaff grenade there. It probably would have been a lot more time efficient to just tank the damage and rush through. Now that we have the level 6 keycard, I was eager to see if it would let us explore anywhere new, but this cell block doesn't offer much. As an aside, I would like to thank DK Drakath, who commented on a previous video and taught me that you can hit the elevator button twice in order to skip the wait time on it. It's a super useful tip, and sorry if I completely screwed up the pronunciation of your username, which I'm pretty confident I did. I am very happy invisible alarm lasers are gone. There are still plenty of claymores out here, though. We have some picking up to do. Our current objective is to return to where we were caught by Sniper Wolf, by the way. Though it took us a few hours to get here, it's not so bad of a walk when you're not going through it for the first time. In fact, it's kind of satisfying to work your way back because it proves how familiar you are with the game and the areas at this point. Here's the missile storage bunker. It still has guards patrolling around, and our nanomachines still prevent us from using a weapon inside, but it's a short enough section to have a jog through. This guard is just a jerk moving this slowly. Glad I don't have to wait for the elevator as well anymore. And this is the room where we defeated Psycho Mantis by switching our controller ports and dodging furniture. I think it's pretty safe to say that this has definitely been a strange evening for Solid Snake. If done well, game's putting a hard limit on how many recovery items or items in general that you can carry is pretty enjoyable. Regardless of your initial selected difficulty, you know that the developers only intend for you to have a maximum of this many of this item, and there's satisfaction to be had in that, I think. The handkerchief that Otacon gave us is far from a useless item. In this cave, we can equip it and walk right by the wolves, coming out the other side completely unharmed. Which is good because, man, I hate trying to avoid these things.
Save your strength.
I was a fool.
About Meryl.
Colonel, I'm sorry.
Listen to me.
I wasn't able to protect her.
Snake, she's a soldier. She knows that prisoners are a part of war. She joined up of her own free will. I'm sure she was prepared for this.
No, you're wrong. Meryl thought she had to become a soldier. Thought it was the only way. She said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
She said that?
She wasn't ready for real combat. I shouldn't have pushed her so hard. It's all my fault.
That's not like you, Snake.
Master, what is it?
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I just couldn't listen anymore.
Master.
Snake, you can have regrets if you want to. It's only natural. But you can't keep attacking yourself for things that happened in the past. That road leads to madness. Believe me.
He's right. Don't kick yourself. It doesn't suit a legend like you. I'm sure Meryl's just fine.
Mei Ling.
Snake, forget about Meryl. Stop Liquid. That's what Meryl would want too.
You're right. Meryl would say the same thing.
Snake.
What?
Meryl. She's pretty special to you, huh?
Yes, she's special. There aren't many women like her around.
That's not what I meant.
She's the Colonel's niece and a combat buddy.
Is that all? Come on.
This is like a police interrogation.
No, I
guess it's in the genes.
Genes? What are you talking about, Colonel?
No, I just remembered about Naomi's grandfather. I think Naomi said he rose as high as Assistant Secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes, he was Japanese, and he became a special undercover investigator to nab the mafia.
When was that?
Oh, sometime in the 50s, I guess.
Where?
New York, I think.
Naomi, I thought you didn't have any family.
Well, I researched it after I became an adopt. My grandfather was already dead by the time I learned about him. I never even had the chance to meet him.
Oh.
Snake, good luck.
Watch your back, Snake.
The basic law of CQB is to take your enemy out as quickly and efficiently as possible, while maintaining your own escape route.
To get to the underground base where Metal Gear is, you'll have to climb the communications tower on the north side of the cave.
Master Miller seemed a little question-heavy with Naomi, so I was hoping he would have more to say, but alas, we'll save with Mei Ling and then call it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Take care.
Chinese say it is the strong swimmer who most often drowns. It is because the strong swimmer overestimates his abilities and underestimates the strength of the river. You are probably quite used to the mission now, but don't get careless.